in this episode of BTB Trading. And as you can see, I've lost quite some money this week. I was up 530, like 100 euros. I think it was like almost 200 euros at some point. I bought a Beinj and they got hit the next day, so these are obviously not the best time to buy. My Arcellormittal, I also sold back with a steep loss. And to top it all off, I even bought a turbo short on the IX index fund. But I'm kind of glad that I sold out this early. And the next day it actually dipped below the 65 line, 56 line, sorry. So I lost like 100 euros in a day there. And as you can see, this is not looking too good. So I'm not really bullish for the near future. But we'll see. Like, obviously I'm not the best trader. It's obviously that this one was a fear of missing out, because there's like no indication that the stock is actually returning. Like, I'm not trading on any signals right now, so this is really bad of me. But actually didn't go too well, so I sold my IX short also for a loss. Yeah, the spreadsheet is not looking too good at the moment, but as you can see, I bought Schneider Electric turbo long, and I also bought a Telenet holding long. I actually bought it on this day, like right here, so this is a really good buy-in moment. This was also in a really aggressive turbo, so I'm gonna ride this one out, and I think there's gonna be a big one. I think next week is gonna be a good week, or maybe I'll come back at the 420 money mark. What's up, traders? We're Sunday now, just before the new week is gonna start, the 17th of January. And as you can see, I've lost quite some money this week. I was up 530, like 100 euros. I think it was like almost 200 euros at some point. But I did some new tradings that I will go over in a second. I bought a Beinj and they got hit the next day, so these are obviously not the best time buys, but it was a BTB trade that I wanted to try. But I think I'll have to get more better at when I want to buy in on these BTB trades. My Arcellormittal, I also sold back with a steep loss, and I also sold the STM microelectronics for a small loss. Like, I was not too bullish anymore for the European stocks, so I decided to sell them out. And to top it all off, I even bought a turbo short on the IX index fund of the Netherlands. This was really a fear of missing out again. I thought they wouldn't get any higher anymore, so let me show you this one real quick. So yeah, I really bought it somewhere here, and then it's rose again, but we'll see for the next days. Like, I think it's way overvalued at the moment, especially with the slump foresights of the next weeks. Anyways, so first I want to go over takeaway. I think I had a pretty good sellout moment here. I sold out like at the peak here this day. And in hindsight, it was like almost the optimal sellout point at this. Looking at with the knowledge we have now in the future. So like 2 days later, they brought out an article that they wouldn't raise investments, or like they wouldn't raise the dividends for the investors. So a lot of investors didn't like that, and as you can see, the market really took a turn for it. This is kind of good for me. Like, I sold it at the highest point, and maybe like if it like bounces somewhere here at the bottom Bollinger Band, and maybe we'll buy it back. But like it had a clear cross of the middle Bollinger Band, so it's a really bearish signal at the moment. But I'm kind of glad that I sold out this early, like at the right time. So the other one I want to go over is Beinj. As you can see, I bought it at this day. I think it was like somewhere here or something. I don't know. Like in these few hours I bought it, and the next day it actually dipped below the 65 line, 56 line, sorry. And my turbo rendered useless, so I lost like 100 euros in a day there. I could have potentially sold it here back, like if it wouldn't hit it, but like this wasn't the profit I was going for. I was hoping it would bounce back to the top Bollinger Band and I would sell it there. But it didn't do that, so that's why I'm kind of bearish for the moment. Like I don't think the markets will have a good run this week, so that's why I went all in on a bearish or on a short turbo on the IX. So the other one is Arcellormittal. Finally broke the 19.9 mark that I was putting a sell order, or like if it breaks that completely I would sell out. So on this day it actually did. It kind of bounced back from the middle Bollinger Band, but I think tomorrow it will have like a clear crossover of the middle Bollinger Band. That's why I sold out. I think it's not too many bullish signals at the moment. This would also go for the STM microelectronics, is like all on the French Paris index exchange, like stock exchange. So if we look at this one real quick, the STMN microelectronics also have a really bearish signal at the moment. Like it crossed the EMA 10, or it's a okay, so I fixed my technicals. This was actually what I wanted to let you see, so there's also another good bullish or uptrend indicator. Like this is going downwards. These didn't cross. I don't know what happened with my RSI. I'll add it later, but normally the RSI will also be going down. And as you can see, this is not looking too good, so I'm not really bullish for the near future. I think this is a really bad signs that stock markets are reversing, and that we are in for a bearish run at the moment. But we'll see. Like obviously I'm not the best trader, but I think for now we'll go with the AX one. I'll show this one as the last one on the graph. Like it's obviously that this one was a fear of missing out, because there's like no indication that the stock is actually returning. Like I'm not trading on any signals right now, so this is really bad of me. But I'm actually working on a new program that will allow me to screen stocks and see if they're like overbought or when they're reversing their pattern. So there was just one bad day and I was like, okay, this is going bad, so that's why I went short on the IX. We'll see how it works. It is overextended, I think, but there's like no signal that's actually gonna return or reverse this week. It's just that I think like this is also like a long time overdue. Sitting here, but we'll see. That are my bets for this week. Anyways, so we're Friday evening now. It's been quite a week. Progressing really good on the program for now, but I'm not using it yet. But as you can see, like I bought a short on the IX, but actually didn't go too well, so I sold my IX short also for a loss. I think it was about 30% loss or something. 22.9% loss. So yeah, the spreadsheet is not looking too good at the moment, but as you can see, I bought Schneider Electric turbo long, and I also bought a Telenet holding long. I'll fill in these ones later and I'll show you, but for now, yeah, the IX of course reversed, or not reversed, like the trend was still going upwards, and I was just kind of a bad buy, honestly. I didn't really think too good about it, so I think I sold on this day, and then I bought my other two turbos like the day after, or the same day, I think. But those are actually doing really good at the moment. If I pull up Schneider Electric, let's see this one. Of course, this day, Friday, was a bit of a bearish run, although it kind of reversed at the end. But it's actually looking really good. So this is the Schneider Electric one. I actually bought it on this day, like right here. So this is a really good buy-in moment. This was also in a really aggressive turbo. I think it had like leverage 33 or something, so I could have already sold it like this morning at the highest, when it was when it opened right away, like it was here. But I kind of didn't want to do it. I was kind of bummed out, but at least the market came back. But I could have made a good day trade, but you can always say that afterwards. Like, it's more difficult to say when it's actually happening. But as you can see, the trend is like the MACD is reversing again. So this is like a really good indication that there's like a confirmation of the bullish trend. So I'm gonna ride this one out, and I think there's gonna be a big one, unless next week is a really bearish week. I don't think so, but let me pull up the Telenet one. It's kind of similar, less aggressive and less leverage, and the buy-in moment is also a really good one, at least, but it's not the same pattern that I'm looking for. So this is the Telenet holding is more of the pattern I was looking for. So I actually bought in here on this day. It's also a really good buy moment, I think. As you can see, it has risen already quite well, but I think there's more left, although today was also like not a good day for the Telenet holding. But we'll see. I think next week is gonna be a good week, or maybe I'll come back at the 420 money mark. Who knows? So I'll wrap this episode up with showing my portfolio again. As you can see, it actually made quite a decent profit already. I have like 30 cents for each turbo already profit on the Schneider Electric, and the Telenet is already 5 cents profit for each turbo. So it's actually quite nice. We have to subtract this 45 euros, so I'll have about 380 euros at the moment if I would sell the turbos. But I think they will still rise, so I believe I will hit the 420 mark again next week. So it has already risen both have risen 2.3738% already these days. So this is actually quite nice to see. Yeah, I think I bought it here and at this moment, so I could have sold it this morning. That was a nice profit already, and I could have bought it back during the day. But yeah, I didn't want to risk it. I think this is also a safe bet. We don't have to try to get too much gains too quickly. Telenet is also looking good, I think. Probably bought it somewhere here, 3612 or something. Anyways, this was an episode. See you guys later.